Hello and welcome to Feely Finance. This is episode 7 of building an investment portfolio from zero to £100,000. For those of you who are new to the channel, I only invest in one fund, and that is the Vanguard S&P 500 Accumulating Fund, which is ticker code VUAG on the London Stock Exchange. I utilise a dollar cost averaging approach whereby I invest £385 each and every week, and that equates to £20,000 per annum. So this week the S&P 500 has risen again. The S&P 500 is currently trading ahead of where it was at the beginning of the year. I think it's now trading in excess of 1% over its starting point for the year as a whole. However, VUAG is still in the red for the year as a whole. We are down around about 6% since the start of the year, and that is entirely due to the exchange rate loss due to the dollar weakening against the pound. So for UK investors, we're still in the red. I'll show you how many shares of VUAG I bought for £385 this week, and I'll also show you how my portfolio has performed as a whole. So let's get into it. This graph is just showing how the S&P 500 has performed year to date. So that's since the 1st of January. You can see that it's now back up ahead of where it was at the beginning of the year. It's 1.62% up year to date. It's recovered significantly. So you can see at one point it did dip below 5,000 and it's now back up nearly over 6,000 again. So it's recovered pretty much all the losses that incurred earlier in the year. After Trump announced the tariffs, the S&P 500 dipped significantly, but it's now recovered those losses. This is how the VUAG has performed year to date, and you can see that for a fund which tracks the S&P 500, it's actually down in excess of 6%, and that's entirely due to the dollar weakening against the pound this year. So I think the dollar is currently trading at 0.75 GBP. It's down, which is down from about 0.8 at the beginning of the year. So it's definitely weakened significantly. If the dollar does strengthen against the pound again, then you'll see VUAG rise significantly. So this is my purchase for the week. You can see I bought £385 worth of shares. This was executed yesterday. So £385 bought me 4.571902 shares at a price of £84.21. So the market dipped slightly yesterday and then recovered towards the end of the day. So it's now trading above that, but again, £84.21. I think that's a similar price to what I purchased that last week. It'd be interesting to see what happens to the fund this week, but we'll have to wait and see. So this is my portfolio as a whole now. So I now own 34.257128 shares of VUAG, and that currently sits at a price of £2,905.69. You can see we're in the green. We're up £210.69, which represents a gain of 7.82%. My average price is 78.67, and the current price is 84.82. I'll be making weekly updates, so if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and you'll get an update of my portfolio each and every week. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.